want to commend all the groups today on not only your fine performances, but your professional demeanor. You guys were incredible, and it's always a treat to hear such fine groups. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to the festival director, the executive director of the Dixie Classic Festivals, Mr. Joe Simpkins.
Good evening. We're going to make this quick as we can because the Atlanta Symphony is going to actually do a concert here tonight, and some of you are going to come back and hear them perform. So we'd like to start with the introduction of our adjudicators, so that you can meet them. You saw them from a distance as you were on the stage. The director of bands from Kennesaw State University, David Keeler. Conductor Emeritus from the U.S. Army Band in Washington, D.C., Tom Rotundi. Conductor Emeritus from the U.S. Army Band in Washington, D.C., Brian Shelburne. Director of Bands from Troy University in Alabama, Mark Walker. We'd now like to introduce your directors and have them come on stage so you can also honor them with your applause. Several schools have already left for the day. I'll just name the schools and we'll move on. A.C. Reynolds from Asheville, North Carolina participated and they've already left. We'd like to introduce next the director of the Altamont School Orchestra from Birmingham, Alabama, Landon Rogan. Also, we had Barry Scholl's Intermediate School from Duncan, South Carolina. They've already left for the day. Also, Blue Springs High School has already left from Blue Springs, Missouri, and Blue Springs South High School. From North Charleston, South Carolina, the directors of the Charleston School of the Arts Orchestra and Band, Basil Kerr and Dr. Christopher Selby. From Waxhaw, North Carolina, the director of the Cuthbertson High School Band, Todd Ebert. From Summerville, South Carolina, the director of the DuBose Middle School Band, Ben Pouncey and Kendall Smith. From Huntsville, Alabama, the director of the Grissom High School Bands, William Cannell and Theo Vernon. Let's give another round of applause for our judges as they leave the stage. Here on the stage are some unique individuals to our education system. You know them as your teacher, some of you know them as a friend, and some of you look up to them as a mentor. Most of us have been influenced by someone who encouraged us, set an example, and it was such an inspiration that we strive to be like them. Personally, I've had quite a few mentors in my life, and they were all my music teachers. My middle school music teacher, Mrs. GNAI, was a fantastic person, and I always say that a really good teacher can get you excited about a banana. A really good teacher can really turn you on to something. And this is what my music teachers did with me. And it wasn't just about being involved in music, but it was enjoying all the aspects of my life. It takes great skill to guide you as an individual to be independent and a thinking person. Your director is a giving person, dedicated not only to you, but to your music program. They are dedicated to helping you grow as an individual. They have given you one of the greatest gifts that we as music educators have to give, and that is the gift of helping someone discover their life skills through music. We don't expect you to become professional musicians. We don't expect you to become music teachers, but we use that instrument that's in your hand as a tool to teach you things to do throughout the rest of your life, such as how to sit in a seat, how to be polite, how to be respectful of others, how to understand how important it is to be a part of a group, and how important it is to understand how you contribute to that group. But most important, what we teach you is a skill that's not taught in any other part of our school curriculum, and that is how to listen. Listening is a skill. Everybody knows how to be loud, but to listen and know when to blend in and when to be a part of things, that is a skill. And this is what we teach you in music, is how to be a part of something that's bigger than just you as an individual. You know, when you go on the stage for these performances, your teacher is finished. Their job is over. As a director, I actually feel relieved when I walk on the stage, and then all of a sudden you feel pressure. Because you all of a sudden say, oh my God, here it is. This is it. Now I've got to do it. There's no more stopping. There's no more telling me how to do it. I have to remember all the things that they've told me. And things flood your mind when you're playing. I'm very distracted when I'm actually performing because my mind is racing and thinking about a lot of things, but I'm also focused on my music, and I'm trying to remember all the little details of things that have been told to me as I prepare. So your teacher, when they go on the stage, they know that the audience is going to applaud for not their work, but for your work, your performance. You're the person that the audience is applauding for. And very seldom do we have an opportunity to applaud the persons that actually made that possible. So let's right now give them a big round of applause for all these guys. There's another group present here today that we'd like to honor. They are the most giving and caring people who assist with your group. They do most of the behind-the-scenes work, and they load equipment, sew uniforms, tend to the sick. They keep your director sane. And they do countless other jobs that are often thankless. They are the music parents and the chaperones, and without them, none of this would have ever been possible. Let's give them a big round of applause. One of the basic philosophies of Dixie Classic Festivals is that this event should be first and foremost an educational experience. This is not a competition. This is an event where we come to celebrate the successes and the hard work of not only our own group, but those of other schools. The judges have evaluated your group according to a national scale of superior, excellent, and good. Now, while these ratings may represent a goal to achieve, you need to always keep in mind that every performance group comes with a different support system back home. Priority and circumstances will always affect the details of your life. Only you and those close to you can know what it has taken for your group to get this far. For some of you, this may have been your best performance ever, while others know this is only a step in a path to becoming even greater. When you leave here today, we ask that the most important thing that you focus on is whether you did the best job that you possibly could. If you played the best performance that you were capable of, then you won. If you made the most of your rehearsal time at school and your practice time at home, then you're definitely a winner. The ratings that we give today are for a single performance, but the rating that really counts is how we measure the knowledge and the discipline that you have experienced as you prepared for this event. Regardless of the rating that you received, remember the real education took place before you even left home, and we feel honored that you've come to this event today to share your achievements with us. We'll now begin with the presentation of awards. Altamont School Orchestra, we present this award for an excellent performance rating. DuBose Middle School Symphonic Band, Division 4, we present this award for a superior performance rating. I had some parents ask me, what are these 4s and 3s and 2s and what are these different divisions? Divisions are grade levels of music that you play. So grade 2 would be the easier music, grade 6 being the hardest music, so grade 4 is in the middle. So when you hear these numbers, it gives you an idea of the complexity and the level of music that the school has chosen to play. Now, the director has to choose music. It's really tricky. They have to choose music that is not beneath your ability, but something that is not beyond your capability of being able to play. So the teacher has to make a judgment call. This group is a grade 4, and this is the best. And when you hear a group play, you can tell that this is appropriate for what they should be playing. AC Reynolds Concert Band Division 4 has left, and they received a superior performance rating. I'm going to skip all the schools that are not here. We'll go right on so we can make this quicker. Grissom High School Concert Band Division 3, we present this award for an excellent performance rating. Charleston School of the Arts Symphony Orchestra, we present this award for a superior orchestra. Grissom High School Symphonic Band 2, Division 5, we present this award for a superior performance. Cuthbertson High School Wind Ensemble Division 5, we present this award for a superior performance. Grissom High School Symphonic Band 1 Division 6, we present this award for a superior performance. Charleston School of the Arts Wind Ensemble, Division 6, we present this award for a superior performance. There are a number of judges awards that they would like to give out today, and we only have like one of each. So the first school will get the award, and the second school will have it sent to them. Okay? In woodwind's performance, the judges would like to present outstanding woodwind performance to Symphonic Orchestra, Charleston School of the Arts. Also in woodwind performance, the judges would like to present an award to the Symphonic Band Clarinet section from Grissom High School. Brass performance. The judges would like to present this award to the Symphonic Band, Grissom High School, Low Brass. In percussion performance, the judges would like to present this award to DuBose Middle School. Also, there's another award that's going to be presented to A.C. Reynolds Symphonic Band for percussion. Before we present our last awards, I would like to depart from the schedule. We have two directors who are actually going to retire after this tonight. Yes. And I wanted to share with you some memories. I've been doing this stuff since I was 29 years old, and I'm 64 now. And we actually knew each other when some of them had hair, and it was much darker too. And it's very difficult to see people who were so dedicated to not only you as students, but to their programs over the years to leave. They're going to be doing other things. I left when I was teaching after a period of time, and my kids all just had a fit when I left. But life goes on. And you'll all be able to enjoy being in band and orchestra for the rest of your life. And you'll be able to remember these people that have done so much for you. So let's give a big round of applause.
Is he crying?
For Vassar Kerr and Bill Smith. So, before we present again last year, we have one more group of people that we'd like to recognize who are the backbone of your music program. Would the seniors of all the participating schools please stand and be recognized? As you look around the room, For those of you who are underclassmen, we want you to know that it can be done. You can take music all the way through the 12th grade. For some of you, you're faced with so many choices to continue in your school education, to take this and take that, and they said there's no room in your schedule for music anymore. If you want to take music and it's important to you, and they tell you that, you need to go back up to the school, you need to see the guidance counselor, you need to see the principal, you need to let these people know that this is important. And they will figure out a way for you to continue with it. For some of you, it may just be a choice. And I had a student, well, he's not a student, I directed community band, and he plays percussion in the community band, and he stopped playing in his senior year, and he said, that was the worst thing I ever did, because it was the one thing that he enjoyed as he got older, was continuing to play music. And he wished he had stayed in band that senior year instead of going to play football. And he did, band was the thing that was with him for the rest of his life. So for some of you, make sure, maybe this trip might make the difference that you want to continue to stay in the program. And again, just because a director is retiring doesn't mean that you can't stay in the program too. Because your life goes on and their life goes on too. And we're all going to miss them. And we're going to miss a lot of things that we wish that we could have the way we want it. But you still have to make choices in your life. And we hope that you, as students, and we as music educators who are dedicated to you, that you'll stay with the program. And you'll be one of these seniors that stands up at this concert or this festival one night. We do have a last award that we have to present, and that's for an honor award. And it's given to the school who had the highest point average, regardless of division, classification, or anything. Now, we had a lot of schools. As you can see by all the superiors that I named off, there were tens of points difference between the schools that participated. So we like to think that there's one school that's chosen to go and represent all of the outstanding performances that occurred here today. So all of us can't walk out of here and represent everybody, but we can have one that's going to represent the tremendous talent that was in this room today. And we would like to present this award to the Symphony Orchestra, Charleston School of the Arts. There's one little piece of business on it. I got to tell some of your directors, but I didn't get to tell everybody. The tape recorders for the judges' comments never made it here. So the comments are only written. So there are no taped comments. However, I was talking to the judges at lunch, and they actually told me they thought it was actually fabulous that they got to listen to you perform versus sitting there having to talk the whole time, because when you're talking, you can't listen and talk at the same time. So it actually ended up being a very good blessing, but when you get your package, you're going to open them up and it's going to say recorded comments, and there's nothing there. So the tape recorders just never made it here, and so we dealt with it. But still, it didn't change anything. You got written comments, and there's going to be a professional recording that Mark Custom did, and it should be up on the web within a week or so. So I'll send your director a email to let you know it's there. Every school gets a banner. You already saw the plaques outside that every school gets. And all of your information, your judges' tapes, your ribbons and everything are all outside this door along the hall. Some of you probably help your directors a lot, so you might help them get the materials out of here. If you have instructions as to what to do, this is the time you're going to execute it. If you don't have any instructions as to what you're to do after the award ceremony, you're supposed to sit there and wait till your director tells you. All right, thank you. You've been a great group of people to work with.